Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, where you'll hear EMAW, every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child love the Kansas State Wildcats. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Power football with the run. Nice move to keep moving. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Makes the grab on the left. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
Want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Luis. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
At the 40, there he goes. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And put that on the list of things I did not think I would see today. I did not think I'd see the fullback breaking off a big run. The big fella usually in there to block, but he shows you, wait a minute, I can do what the running backs can do too. Don't sleep on me.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Tenth play of the drive coming up. At this time, a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Sooners are in the red zone. On the option. Now the toss. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the PAT makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Kansas City, 0.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time today. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offense's day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Moffitt. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They'll line up for a second down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Floating away. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Sooner offense returns to the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if...
Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Let's see what he can do with it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Gets it out fast. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw it. On target. And that's a live ball. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the first half on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14, Kansas City, 7.
On the move from inside his own 20. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Wildcats are in the hurry-up. Going up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Lowers those pads. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Snap it to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Wildcats have their offense in high gear. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
And here comes the offense on second down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. Third down coming.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll run for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Line getting set on second down. Off play action. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. defense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Fires it. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Sweet feet on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one third and long. Coming after it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCF is in front. They played awfully well today, and while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by 8 over Wake Forest. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. They'll try to get it through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it first and 10 in plus territory. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Hold it, open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Kick is good. And the offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Blasted as he lets it go. A strike downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll throw it on first down. Using the quick game. Smashes through the tackle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They keep attacking through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
The bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
From the gun on third down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 25, he's got room. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Sooners inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and the defense frothing to keep them bottled up. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Bringing it back, it's Dobbs. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
You got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He'll pull it down and run. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game.